Hello, everybody. How we doing today? How are we doing today?
Hello,
Uh-oh. Everybody.
All right, let's get going. We don't have a lot of time. Might be about a 45-minute one, but we got to do something. Gotta get in there. ZBrush. What's happening? All right. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today on this beautiful Wednesday? Let's start it on this bust. I don't have a lot. I didn't think about this one long and hard. So this one, let's just see if we can have some fun with the Violator. All right. Started off with our iconic sphere. Hopefully everything sounds good, but we'll just pretend that it does. All right. So we gotta make sure. Okay. We and off we go. All right, it's 5:55, so 6:45. I think I'm gonna try to stop. And let's see here. What? Where is my chat? There we go. There's the chat. Favorite streamer, let's go. Good to see you, Pudcakes. Good to see you. I'm your favorite streamer? That's awesome, dog. Doggy. Hey, dog. Doggy. All right. We're gonna keep it a little tight, high and tight today. Just let's try to get a good bust, head bust. Yeah, we're rocking. We're clocking. You really gotta make sure you get the shape of the head right. It really helps to get it right fast as possible. With as little effort. Don't overdo it, they say. That's what they say. And that's what I agree with. You don't want to overdo the shape of the head with a bunch of random sculpting. Kind of want to get the end result, the contour, the silhouette proper as fast as you can. And that's so it doesn't get so lumpy. That way you don't want to get it too lumpy. You want to keep things low, low poly enough to get the forms on there, but also you want to use the move brush around to try to get. And I don't think I'm doing a great job at it. I always feel a little unwarmed up, but you kind of get in the groove after a little bit. But I haven't been sculpting lately. It's been a week. It's been a week since I've sculpted. This keeps me fresh, these sculpts, so I am having fun. I enjoy these. All right. What do we got going on here? We got this lovely clown figure. A very charitable fellow, they call him. From the Spawn universe. Another comic that I did not read, but I very much enjoyed as a kid. Enjoyed the characters and the world. And because the toys were cool. Had cool toys. Gotta play with the cool toys. Alright, so he's got big old smile. Big old cheeks. We don't have a lot of time today. We're on a budget. We're on a time budget. Got places to be. things to see, people to see. Okay, he's got this little tiny nose. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good already. All right. Got tiny eyes in this concept that I'm using. Can move the concept over here a little more. Maybe make it a little bigger. Yeah. You don't need to see my brush. There you go. All right, let's kind of block in his other features here. He's got a big old neck. He's got this chest coming out around the picture frame. How's everyone doing today? How's our Wednesday? Any good movies? You seen any good movies lately? We watched The Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not great, you know. It was all right. It was fun. It's an 80s-ish movie, but they kind of dropped the ball a little drawn out, unfleshed out. But it's fun. What else did we see? We saw Falling Down, Memento. We did see Memento recently. I haven't seen that in a long time, and I always thought, oh, I gotta rewatch that. Gotta rewatch that. It is good. It's better than I remember. I didn't remember much. I remember being confused about it as a kid, but I was like, I gotta watch it again one day. Finally did. That's good. Highly recommend. Who was the director? Christopher Nolan, I think. He made The Dark Knight, so he knows what's up. Had Trinity in The Matrix. I don't know what else she's in besides The Matrix and Memento, but she seems like a decent actress. Why is my guy so dark? Okay. So dark. Okay. We are struggling a little, I would say, but we'll find our way through the miasma. I know we will. I know we will. He's got 45 minutes. Lock in, everybody. Lock in. That's me locking in. Alright, he's got some big old cheeks. Almost didn't do it today because he had so much to do. I was able to get it in. We're just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Gotta have fun this week. I have priorities. This is one of them. I do want to get other videos soon on the channel. Just random, more educational things, more long form tutorials that maybe digital artists can find useful besides just these speed sculpts that I don't know if they're quite useful. I don't know the purpose of them yet, but I know I have fun with them and they kind of show off something, keep me spry. If anyone else finds it enjoyable, that's cool too, but it's mostly for me, I think. And just showing what's possible these days with computers. If you're not familiar with digital art, digital sculpting, could be cool, eye-opening. And if you are, maybe you can learn some techniques, some blocking out, get some confidence, whatever the case. I use this Sculptris Pro to kind of Sculptris Pro button, they kind of call it, and it kind of adapts the topology on the fly. Just pretty cool for initial sculpting. I don't use it all the time, but in the beginning, when I'm still kind of getting the forms, I'll have that turned on. So as I'm sculpting, the resolution kind of adapts to it. So I need more or less as I go through it. But once it's locked in, I usually don't touch the polygon count. This is the polygons I'm talking about. So there's like, you can see that it's kind of hundreds and not millions, but, or thousands, I should say. This one's a little less. So if I use this Sculptris Pro thing, it kind of adapts it on the fly. You can kind of see it here too. If I use a bigger brush, whoa, we don't want that, but that's cool, right? And if I go smaller, I can like get a lot more polygons in there. Uh, so that I've recently added to my pipeline in the last couple months or year. I don't know. At this rate, I don't know how long it's been. I don't know how long it's been. Just been here sculpting. All right, let's get these. I don't really remember the facial muscles, but you got these like bunched up muscles on his eyebrow, between the eyebrows. I can inflate the eyebrows and pinch them so they look like they're squishing a little more. The nose needs some loving, and the nose kind of, it has these nostrils, and then it has the ball of the nose. Everyone has the ball of their nose to a greater or lesser degree, and that kind of just signifies the character that you're drawing, painting, sculpting, or looking at. They each have a different shape to their ball of their nose. That'll help distinguish the character, personality, whatever you want to call it. We got these like eye bags. We got the cheeks kind of coming up from under. They kind of curl into around the nostrils, cheeks. The good thing about this clown one is it's mostly face that we're gonna be working on, so we can kind of get more into the nitty gritty of how a face could go. It does have a giant inhuman mouth, but that's just kind of fun. That'll just make it more fun. So we don't have to kind of see what like a cartoon anatomy might look like. Building up the lips here. Then under the lips, there's this little ledge that leads into the chin. He kind of has a small chin. Fat people, fat faces, I don't know. They look fatter when they have smaller chins because the fat around the face will make it look smaller, even though it might be a big face. It'll kind of look like more of a pointier chin to really exemplify his round, robust cheeks. I don't have a side view here, but I kind of know what a side view should kind of look like. And you get this cheek kind of comes here. He has tiny ears. I'm just gonna do, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna extract a little clay. We can call it clay. Oh, extract it, accept it, and then so I have this little extra chunk that I can play around with for his ears. He's got little gross ears, to be honest. I don't know what you. That kind of adds to the character. Clowns are bad. Clowns are scary, but that's okay. I'm brave. It's true. Keep telling yourself that, and it will become true. Clowns are scary. Clowns are bad. But I am not brave. Let's see here. You can kind of see the ear poking out over here. He's so scary though that it's like he's actually less scary than like normal clowns because he's just so over the top. I feel he's not trying to be clown-like anymore. Kind of just a scary demon. Yeah, he ain't hiding behind a clown face so much as the blue paint, but I don't know. What do you think about that? Is he less or more scary than a normal clown? Get these ears in here. This is how you see all clowns. Okay, now I know. Now I know what not to get you for your birthday. Don't get her a clown. Alright. Ooh, he's got a lot of warts, which is kind of fun. He actually has like very small brows here. He's very lean brows, more lean than I usually make, which is kind of interesting. Okay, I can kind of poke in the eyes here. I don't know where they might go, but I think they'll go here. I can insert a sphere, which is what I typically do. Get a perfect sphere. So I can start molding the face around the eye. Uh, yeah, he's got like these tiny eyes. Maybe I mirror and weld it. So I got two eyes here. And I'll push this in here more. It's like they're really sunken in there. So you gotta. Whew. They look weird, but we'll get it right. Get it right here. Here. His cheeks need to be a little bigger, maybe. And his nose maybe could be a little bigger. We gotta pull the nose underneath down a little. The bridge of the nose comes down a little, and the nostrils. You want to make sure the nostril has some thickness to it. And he's got the. What was this called again? The dip of the lip. The fistula? That's not right. The the lip. I'm gonna type it in because I lip dip under the nose, under lip dip name. The philtrum. It's philtrum, guys. Gotta make it a learning stream, you know? That one. No clowns. Alright. No more clowns after this clown. And then maybe other clowns. Like, oh, I could do it. We'll work our way to other characters. Don't worry. Alright, so he actually, his mouth is a little more tighter in here. What is this? That's his neck. Yeah, he's got, his neck's gonna come up here. He's got the back here. He's got this barrel chest. Okay, kind of does this. I just gotta kind of see his body. I mean, he does have a leather jacket. Give him that, I suppose. If I do this, and then maybe extract that, accept it, and then I delete the bottom. I will remesh this little piece here. So we got this like cool plane. Hmm. And maybe I'll give him a collar separately. Collar kind of looks like this. Maybe it comes around here. And I extract this. Accept that. Do the same thing. See, remesh it. But I got delete hidden. See, remesh it. Okay. Now we're cooking with grass. It's got this little flaring out. Jacket, collar. What do you call it? Collar, jacket. And okay, all right. He's got he does have like a cool striped shirt underneath that. We're only gonna like see this much. Okay. Today's sculpt of me when I'm hungry. Oh, I'm hungry. Pancakes, no. Okay, I'm going to give it some thickness. Maybe not polish it so much. Yeah. Give it a little thickness. It's probably fine. Pick it up. Okay. And he does kind of have a bicycle chain. Does he have it in this concept? Not really. We're not gonna worry about that. He's got some hair. Pull it out. This is looking fine. This is fine. I'm going to reduce it. There we go. I can do something like this. Alright. Maybe I need more polygons. And maybe it does. Maybe I mirror it for now. Make some stylized hair with the damn standard brush. Just kind of pushing down, um, inverting it and regular. So it kind of does a little ridge, and then I could do Alt to carve in. So it looks like I'm making little hair fibers. And I'm kind of following a flow of the hair, because hair tends to do that, especially when it comes to like stylized drawing. You'll flow the hair uh, in big clumps. I'm pull this out so it's a little sharp. Oh, we got little hair will come off the side here. We could have a little fun with it and make a tube. We kind of did this on the Venom sculpt for the slime. For the modifier size, invert it. So you got these little strands. I can like push the strands in. So they're kind of coming off the hair. kind of break it up a little. Make it a little smaller. And I could do like fly away strand. We'll leave that there for now. You got the cheekbone connecting next to the ear. Here comes, so I'm gonna push the ear out a little more. Uh, Maybe his hair is a little too big. Yeah, something like that. Work on the his angry face muscles a little more. At some point, I'm gonna break symmetry so I can put in things like the warts, big old warts we got here, and that'll add a lot of character when it's not symmetrical. I think I need to pull out the eyes a little more. Uh, there we go. Okay. If I mask out the bottom, I can. If I mask out the top, I can kind of play with the eyelid a little more. The eyelid kind of comes down. Eyelid comes down here, makes this little swooping shape. Comes around here. Maybe I. Oh, and yeah, maybe he's a little more disgruntled. Okay. Maybe I. So the bridge of the nose is lined up with the caruncle, which is the little dip in the eye, the caruncle, where the eyelids kind of meet on the inside of the eye, and your tear duct is. It's called the caruncle, and that is lined up with the bridge of the nose. The dip of the bridge, where the bridge meets the cartilage of the nose. And this nose here, kind of pointy. I'm gonna pull this down a little more, maybe. Pull it up. I'm gonna give it a little more. Give it a little more topology. And build the lip out a little. Actually, give the lip a little more topology. Going back here too. Get this out of the way. Let's make his mouth a little more open, a little more cavernous. Uh, yeah. All right, I'm going to add some gums. So I'll add a cylinder to kind of follow the shape of the face or the mouth, which the mouth is kind of has a barrel shape. If you're learning some facial anatomy, the mouth, the teeth kind of rotate around a cylinder, making like a barrel shape. So that's why a cylinder really helps to block out the teeth and the gums because they follow the jaw. And the jaw is like a shoe, like a horseshoe, a U shape. So you get that like barrel shape when the mouth's closed. These are just going to be the gums. I'll duplicate that, move it up. Yeah, I might need to move. Okay. There we go. Now we're back. I don't know why it does that. We'll get a different mic at some point soon. All right, so I'm gonna add the outer ridge of the lip and kind of push it up and kind of accentuate the Cupid's bow of the lip. When you're opening your mouth wide and smiling, the lip will be pulled. The lip will be a little smaller because it's being pulled to the sides. All right, so we got this gums here. I'm going to simplify them. Well, not simplify, but kind of mush them down a little. All right, so this guy, let's build out the cheek a little more. And kind of curls in a lot of the muscles, especially when you're smiling. You can kind of see them kind of uh, zigzagging into each other. There's a lot of triangles and a lot of tapered shapes that are just kind of muscles inserting in between each other. So it can look pretty complicated. And it is kind of complicated looking and being, but every face tends to have the same muscles. So at some point it starts to make sense if you make enough of them and do some deliberate study. I need to give him a little more fat under the chin. Give him that double, triple chin, which in this concept, it's hard to see, but it's there. Yeah, we'll build the chin out, and we'll push the neck more. Do yeah, he's got a big old neck, kind of like a traffic cone. All right, we'll push the collar around it. All right, he looks pretty jolly without sharp teeth, so we'll get to that. I think, okay, I'm gonna push the eyebrows down even more. I'm gonna get this ridge of the skull in there. It kind of comes off of the corner of the eyebrow. And I'll move the hair behind the ear a little more. And keep the ear as is. We're gonna pull the cheeks back even more. I'm going to add some topology to the neck so I can add some more rolls to it. So kind of just more of the face, looks more like more of the face, but it's the neck. This is a cool concept. It's showing a pretty dynamic way to add like hard edges to the musculature of the face. Get a lot of pointy shapes that just make it less soft looking and just more, I don't know, scary but strong and villainous because of the spikiness, spiky, shadowy look. Kind of want to build out this area a little more. And this kind of curls. Curls, the muscles are curling over the lip corner of the lip, smile portion. Uh, let's open the mouth a little more, or let's hinge the jaw a little more, and pull the gums a little. Pull these gums down. It's coming through the jaw a little. I'll carve out the bottom of the jaw a little more. Oh, let's kind of smooth that out. What time we got? 6:30? Oh, I got 15 minutes. Let's just add some teeth in here. Remember the teeth technique here? I'm not even gonna probably try that hard with the teeth. Just gonna do this. Pinch it. There's a tooth. If I do this, give it a little more of a pinch. Do this. I kind of want to. Yikes. All right. All right. It's tooth-like. We'll do half. We'll do one side first. And then he just has a ton of teeth. He's got way more than a person, so. And I'm gonna zigzag it a little. I'm gonna mirror weld. Grab this tooth. Push this over here. Grab this one. Make it a little different size. Move it. Groove it. Grab this one. Break up the symmetry a little. Maybe add another one. Oh. Let's move it into the gums so you can see the gums. And then we're gonna duplicate it and center the pivot and then turn it upside down. And now we got the bottom row. This is getting there. Okay, I'm gonna add some warts. I can do something like this. Hmm. Hmm. I'm like pulling them out with an alpha, so I don't have to think about it too much. That's looking cool. I don't wanna do that. Okay. All right. Let's start coloring a little. Let's give him a little tan skin, fill object. He's got really dark gums. Fill object. Fill object. The teeth. Make him a little yellow. His eyes, kind of peachy. Um, make these white. What? I do. I do. I will and I do. Okay. This is like yellow. Uh, what's this? This one's yellow. And then this is part of the jacket. And he's got the symbol on his face. The iconic symbol here. What do we got here? So I'm going to start. I'm gonna mask it. Do I have to worry about that? He's got, yeah, very distinct. It's actually asymmetrical, which is really cool. What if I just kind of worry about the mask for now? I'm just gonna block out where I want blue. It really does make the character, huh? The blue face. How did I forgot the guy who made up Spawn? What's his name? Cool. How do you come up with these cool characters? I don't know. How do you do it? But it's very iconic. He's got blue lips. Alright. And this comes around here. What does it look like over here? Okay. He has like, yeah, like an M or something. I don't even know. I feel. Okay. So he's kind of got this shape. I'm trying to make it a little asymmetrical. It's a very subtle thing, but it's actually gonna add a lot of character. One side is like clearly bigger. Um, so I will do that, and then I'll fill it in, and then we'll outline it. This is looking fun. All right. Okay. Kind of Now we got like a better understanding of what the character's doing too. I'm gonna grab these teeth. I would have loved to take this to the blender, but I don't think we got time. I got 7 minutes. If I had like 20 minutes, I could do it. Yeah, let's add some grime to the teeth here. Let's add, I'm gonna make the gums a little darker. Color, fill it, color, fill it, and maybe make the teeth a little. What? Why is it so not bright? Okay. Give it a little more yellowing on the side teeth. I want the gums to be a little more dynamic. Okay. Kind of making the gums look like they fit the teeth a little better. A little more dynamic. Pull this teeth down. There we go. There we go. Okay. Maybe I paint that up a little. Give his eyes red, but then like make it a little glowy. And in here, let's paint this dark. And let's paint a little shadow. Always kind of helps. Paint around the neck, a little darkness, a little more shadow. Maybe make this a little darker. We got like 5 minutes. All right. Let's get these cheeks out here. And this thing, I'm going to, yeah, put the stripes on it.
Huh. Heh.
It looks really yellow on my high def screen, but it looks fine here. So I'm gonna paint some of the highlights up on the skin, the high points, make them a little more pasty white. It. Todd McFarlane. It's true. That's it. That's who it is. Todd McFarlane has some fun YouTube videos too from like the 90s or 80s where he's just like drawing crappy, but he's just showing how to make comics. But he doesn't like care to draw it well. I don't know. Very interesting to see. Uh, okay. That tooth is a little yellow. A little too yellow. And maybe we got 2 minutes. Pull some saliva. If I had 20 minutes, oh, we can make this light lit pretty well, but it's gonna have to wait for another time. I'm gonna just pull some strands to make it saliva. What am I looking at here? Alright, split that. Yeah, Alright. He's got a monster mouth. And the saliva will be a little gray, maybe? What if I make it too dark? Yeah, kind of needs to be like gray. And I don't know what this is. I gotta make that not that color. It's color. Let's make sure the mouth's dark. And let's paint this up. Maybe I paint a little dark blue. Give it a little more oomph. Alright, guys. I gotta leave a little early today, so we're gonna call it here. This is the Sculpt, the Violator. Click this button. Maybe give it a little perspective. Draw 35, 85. Alright. It was a fun one. A lot more we could do. And if we can get this lit in Blender. Oh, we could have had some rim lights and stuff, but what are you gonna do? That was fun. Yeah. Don't forget to like. That really helps me. And then subscribe. Please. More cool stuff will be on the way. And if you subscribe, it's no sweat off your back, but it really helps me out. I appreciate that. And stay tuned for new, cooler stuff on the horizon. Thanks, guys.